Mere days after the government and opposition rejected the Police Service Commission's top nominee, Canadian Neil Parker, for the job of Police Commissioner, Prime Minister Kamala Persad says it's now on to the second nominee, Dwayne Gibbs, another foreigner who is also from Canada. President George Maxwell Richards is to send notification to Parliament by tomorrow on the second nominee for debate in Parliament on Friday. And while Prime Minister Kamala Persad admits she would prefer a local, she's making it clear the runaway crime problem makes it imperative that someone be appointed urgently.
Given where we are with the escalation in crime in the country, the fear that we have for safety and for that of property, life and limb, that we can leave a vacuum. And so whilst this is the law at the present time, we will follow that law and move swiftly to review the law to have it changed.
But changing the law to accommodate a local top cop, she says, will not be a rush job. It will require the widest consultation with the population. The Parliament too, she says, has a critical role to play.
It is not just the issue of national or foreigner. There are also issues in terms of the entire process and the manner in which an appointment should take place. There are different views. There are some who have the view it should be done. In fact, the opposition leader said in the Parliament that he did not believe that the Parliament should have a role to play in such an exercise. At the moment, I beg to differ on that point. I believe the Parliament should have a role, and perhaps the Parliament should have a greater role.
And on another issue, the Prime Minister says the UNC begins screening of candidates for local government elections. As to reform of local government, well, she says that process will also go to Parliament, but she says it will not be along the same basis as was being touted by the former PNM government.
Most certainly what you will not see is the abolishing of this regional corporation or the Mayaro Regional Corporation. As you know, those were on the cards. And it was unusual because these were the corporations in the far out constituencies, in the rural areas that the former government's plan was to abolish this corporation and the Mayaro one. That will not be in our reform package, that is for sure.